Hello everyone! Welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. I've got stunning tips and tricks to share with you. Get ready to learn 25 things that you probably didn't know existed until this point. Veteran or new player, this video will most likely blow your mind. Hey guys and girls! I have recently started a poll and most of you voted for more strategy and tips and tricks videos. So I've been working on this one for quite some days now and I finally gathered all the footage I needed to deliver this project to you. Now, if you are really interested in Fallout 76 secrets, tips, tricks and things to improve your gameplay, then you should check my previous two videos which feature other 50 tips and tricks about the game. I'm sure you will be able to learn something new with them. Now, I'm not expecting you to be unaware of every single point that I'm about to present you, unless you are a new player, of course. But I'm quite confident that you don't know about at least some of these points. If you get to learn at least a few new things, then my mission will be accomplished here. So let me improve your knowledge about the game. Let's get started. After 1 year and a half, I am still learning new things about Fallout 76, and this first point is solid proof of that. Did you know you could get dinner served to you at the WHITESPRING restaurant? That's right, all you have to do is to get there, take a seat anywhere you want, and let the waiter robot approach you just like in real life. You'll get a menu with lots of choices from drinks to main dishes and even some desserts. They all cost caps, but if you want to get served at a restaurant, you have to pay for it, no? Why would it be any different in-game? This feature is quite funny to me because first, I didn't know it existed until last week or so, and secondly, I can't find it anywhere else on the internet, so I really think no one knows about it so far. Curious because the receptioner Robert tells you literally what to do. No reservations needed, sit yourself, a waiter will be with you shortly. Anyway, if you don't like your menu, it's okay. Just serve a jump and you will get new foods to choose from. Well, I hope you will enjoy your future meals. Bon appetit! Where do you go for your NUKA cola supply? I hope Bubbles is the answer because she can make your life easier if you need any NUKA cola. When you enter the WHITESPRING resort, don't take left to the restaurant, go the other way. If you move right, you will find two bars, as indicated by the wall signs. You will soon find the lobby bar, run by Tannin, who offers you several alcoholic beverages if you're willing to spend some caps. Now, if you keep moving forward towards the left, you will find a small hidden room. If you see a black and white check floor, then you are at the right place. Enter the room and delight yourself with the NUKA Cola bar. You can purchase all the available types of NUKA Cola in-game from Bubbles. Coming here can be extremely helpful to complete certain challenges that may require you to drink a specific type, just like some weekly and even daily challenges. Well, if you watch my videos then you surely know about this one. Nevertheless, I decided to include it here again because this fountain is so helpful and I feel like a lot of people still don't know about it. If you are sick, especially with multiple diseases, then you really want to come here to the Springhouse at WHITESPRING because that's where you can find this miracle water from the sulfur fountain. I'm serious, it can cure any disease and all at once with just one sip. Too bad you cannot collect the true essence of this water. It will come as dirty water with no cure effects if you collect it. As such, if you want to use it, you will have to come to this location every single time. It is a bit annoying indeed, but if you run out of disease cures, you will always have a straight solution for the time being. Better than to run around with parasites, at least in my opinion. Alright, this next point is something that most veteran players should know about. I did know about it, but for some reason I forgot to get my ring all this time. It's something that will easily skip your mind if you are not actively looking for it. So here it goes. You can get a wedding ring at several locations, such as the small burial place south of the white powder winter sports. You can find the ring in the skeleton inside the casket. If you have issues picking it up, just crouch or get into first-person mode. This golden ring is a cosmetic item and it will display on your left hand upon being equipped. If you play with your loved one, you might want to get him or her a ring too. Just saying. Why should you use the standard boring orange hazmat suit when there is way better for free? You can get this yellow prototype hazmat suit at the HAZMAT disposal site. The spawn there is fixed, but once you pick it up, you need to wait another 24 hours for it to spawn back. Now, this hazmat suit looks way better than the normal one. It has more details and it just looks overall more professional and secure than the other one. In terms of attributes though, they are the same, so it doesn't really matter which one you end up using. However, when it comes to the aspect or look, that's really another story. Maybe it is biased from my part, but I definitely rather use this one. Something you might not know is that now you can always search every container when you are using searching perks like Farmer and Cap Collector. I mean, Woolly Cap Collector was FE before, if I'm not wrong. I still remember when farming cap stashes was more bothersome than what it is right now, because the search function would only trigger about 50% of the time. There was a trick to just move away and return to the stash until the search would show up, but now you don't need to do this anymore. I tested about 20 cap stashes and the search showed up every time. This was surprising to me, and if you play Fallout 76 for a while, it might come as a surprise to you as well. I think it's always great to stay up to date. The rhymes. Last week, while doing a farming guide for aid items, I thought there were only 3 types of medical containers. How wrong I was. I have discovered that there are 5 in total, so I missed 2 in the past. We have the regular white and yellow med boxes saying first aid. Then we have the doctor bags, which are red with a cross, and also the mirrors, which are often found in bathrooms. The 4th entry to my list is the government aid drop, which can be found all over Appalachia through random events, for example. Or you can just go to the Morgantown's airport and complete the event collision course. An aid drop will always spawn at the end. Or well, you will probably find one or a few there because they take hours to despawn. The 5th entry is the CHEM cooler, which are these blue lunch boxes. Normally you will find the normal version called cooler and it will contain food and or drinks. However, there's a rare version that looks the exact same, but it's for aid items. So keep an eye on the names if you like to farm medicine. I have recently learned that the government aid drops can spawn as locked. I actually had never seen a locked one until a few days ago. I'm not sure if it's a new random encounter or if I just have been lucky or unlucky enough, depending on the perspective, to never come across one. Anyway, when you proceed to lockpick, something interesting will happen. You will become wanted and seen as a criminal until someone kills and takes your bounty. Yeah, quite annoying to say the least. I wasn't even expecting it, but now I know. I don't think it's worth getting wanted for a few aid items and cloth unless you have a friend or another account to kill you quickly. Still, I would say it's a waste of time, but you are the final judge. You have surely encountered many megasloths during your adventures, but did you know that there are fixed spawns for this creature? There are at least 2 in the Maya region, and I believe that there may be more in Appalachia. I have recently made a CAVS farming guide based on these spawns, and it works like wonders. They always drop CAVS and valuable resources. One of the spawns has a chance to spawn 2 megasloths at once, Just keep an eye on the trees, they like to hang there, literally. Anyhow, before this point, I used to find the megasloths only through random encounters across the cranberry bog. It is quite common to find them there. I'm guessing most of you have been experiencing something similar. Well, now you know where to always find a megasloth. Happy farming! This trick is quite straightforward. When you build electric conductors across rooms at your camp or workshop, you can hide them with full walls. I used to build half walls to allow my cables to connect with the conductors, but you can simply build a full wall on top of the cables. I'm assuming this is a bug and it will get fixed at some point, but this trick has been around for many months as far as I am aware. Plus, it doesn't harm anyone, it's just a display trick. It makes your constructions look a little bit better. You can always mask the situation with wall decor items to create the illusion that there is a hole to let the cable go through to the other room. I think paintings work the best here, but you can use any other decoration you want. Alright, I discovered this little trick some months ago. It's part of my UNSTUCK strategies. I tend to rush inside my camp when I fast travel, and most of the time it takes a while to fully load the camp. So sometimes I get stuck between objects or on top of workbenches when all the elements finally load. One effective way to unstuck yourself is to fast travel again, or you can use photo mode. Simply drag the camera behind you and then exit photo mode and quickly move. It can take a few tries for this to work though. You need to be very quick or it won't unstuck you. Now there's another way to get unstuck at your camp. If you are in range of any workbench, just use them. Your character will blink or teleport to the workbench for some reason. Just exit it and continue what you were doing. Now you have 2 more options to get unstuck when the bugs strike. Did you ever feel like taking a nap on your sofa? Well, I'm about to show you how to do that. Stacking bedrolls is a possibility in Fallout 76. You can basically add a bedroll on top of any other item with a flat surface, such as tables, beds, sofas, and even certain furniture. You can even create a pile of bedrolls on top of each other or on top of tables if you like to sleep way above the ground, and hug the roof if that's your wish. Hail creativity! There's a lot of funny things you can do with this trick. Well, there you go. Enjoy and have fun! Well, if you are an explorer or miner, then you probably know about this one. For everyone else though, this is most likely new. I have recently discovered a not so familiar vending machine in the ash heap. The UMineIt vending machines offer you 3 mining maps per day: the excavator, the miner, and the prospector. They cost caps and you can find them under your notes after purchasing. When you use one of these maps, it will start a Lucky Strike quest and then disappear. The quest will mark your map with the dig site location. The quest mark itself is an area circle and it's extremely small, so check your map closely. Anyway, when you get to the marked location, you should look for a dirt mount. Dig it, and that's it. You will complete the quest and receive a bunch of different ore scrap for your delight. You can do 3 lucky strikes per day if you wish. That's pretty much all there is to say about the machines and the maps. Did you know that treasure maps are not so difficult to find and they sell better than gold? I mean, whenever I place some in my vending machine for 200 caps, they sell within the next hour. People are hungry for these items. I guess they just like digging. Anyway, treasure maps often drop from crowned enemies. I'd say there's about 30 to 50% chance to find one per crowned enemy. I have dozens of them in my inventory, as you can see. I collect them since they weigh nothing. I really don't find it difficult to find. Locked safes often contain a treasure map inside as well. Yep, the safes have a higher chance to spawn them in my experience. Anyhow, I've seen comments of people asking me to make a farming guide on this topic. I even had people asking me how I find them. Maybe I will do this at some point. What do you guys think? There is a firefly house in Fallout 76 and I have only learned about it last week. Shame on me, I know. This location is so beautiful and magical. It's located at the very northwest of the map, just below the entrance of Vault 51. The Firefly house contains one unique type of item that cannot be seen anywhere else, I don't think. You can find these neon yellow lamp bottles that shine bright, especially during the night. Another nice touch here is the fact that the fireflies dance around the shack. They move in a circle around it until the end of times, or until something kills them. You should visit this place at least once. It is a wonderful and different experience. Volcanoes do exist in Fallout 76, and all you have to do to see some magma is to head to the ash heap region. Anyway, you can get a drastic change of landscape in some of the mines here. For example, at the burning mine, you will face hell on earth, literally. The ground will be on fire, there are fissures everywhere, and you can definitely see the heavy and dark environment from all the smoke inside. It's literally like being in a hell scenario. Now, I remember visiting another mine that looked even worse, but I can't remember where it was anymore in the map. Well, just make sure to wear your power armor if you decide to visit such places. Just a heads up. How many types of cats do you think exist in Fallout 76? At least 3. I have searched in different dynamic spawns and the best I found so far was 3 cats at once, featuring 2 house cats and a black cat, just across the river at the Overseer's camp. You can find about any animal in this spawn, like frogs, rabbits, opossums, foxes, fireflies, rat stags, and chickens, maybe even more. There are dozens of spawns in the world that can spawn cats, but most of them are not fixed spawns. But there are also a few static ones, like this shack near the Delano Grange. You will always find a black and house cat. If they are alive, they will be around the shack's entrance if not disturbed. And they are super cute. One will be usually on the floor, the black one, and the other will be on top of the motorcycle. Another great example is the billboard at NAR Original. I found 2 cats here as well, again a black one and a house one. By the way, house cats seem to be really stray. They usually run like the wind, even if you are in stealth. There are also friendly named cats in the game, and one of them is Murgle, a tabby cat in the ash heap. She is yellow and white and she seems to have custom animations. She sleeps on the nearby sofa and eats from her cat bowl. How cute is that? Too bad we can't tame any cats with the animal friend perk. Oh well. What about dogs? Well, that's a bit more complicated. Mongrels are common in the wasteland, but they are not exactly dogs, they are hybrids. Let me tell you that dogs do exist, but they are very rare. I once saw one around Flatwoods a long time ago. I remember it being an enemy, but the name was just dog or something alike. According to Wikipedia, this was a random encounter. I tried to find something alike again, but I couldn't. However, there is a friendly dog in game and you can find it around Harper's Ferry in the mountains to the very southeast. Its name is just Dog and it will not bite you, I promise. It's a brown dog with custom animations. It can even dig with the front paws. Adorable and super cute. If you love dogs, then you might want to visit this unique location at some point. And well, you can tame the random encounter dog if you ever find it. Lots of veteran players have Fallout First, but some of them don't seem to know that they can reset their private server whenever they please. How to do that? It's simple. Log out, either go to the main menu or close the game altogether. Wait at least 5 minutes, I would go for 7 or 8 to be on the safe side, and then return to your private server. The best way to know if you have really reset your server is to kill a bunch of enemies before you do the entire logout trick. When you return, if the enemies are back, then you have successfully resetted. Enemies usually take over 15 minutes to respawn, so there you go. This trick is very useful for when you wish to farm in peace. Now, something else I want to show you is about sharing items between alts, which used to be a strong benefit of Fallout First, but you can't really do this anymore. I wanted to clarify this myth and prevent high-value items from being lost in the process. As you can see, I dropped a few legendary SCRIP items in hopes to transfer it to my low-level alt, but when I relog, the loot bag is simply empty. I tested it several more times and the result was always the same. Unless you have different accounts, you can't exchange items anymore via private worlds. That's how it is now, so be aware of it. Oh yeah, this trick is one of my favorite ones because it can easily save you dozens of hours. Let's say you need to find a MOTHMAN or FLATWOOD monster for some reason, let's say for a weekly challenge. Well, instead of running around for hours and praying to the RNG gods in hopes you will find what you need, you can simply use the daily quest Queen of the Hunt to find your target. All you have to do is start the daily, then search the marked areas, and well, hope for the best. If you don't like the spots, you don't feel like going and such, it's okay, just server jump. It's how this trick works anyway. Server jump until you find your MOTHMAN or FLATWOOD's monster. It is tedious, it can take some time too, but it is surely faster than wandering around. I can count with both hands the number of FLATWOOD's monsters I found randomly in 1 year and a half, so this is a better and safer option in my perspective. Did you know legendary armor can have effects that reduce damage while standing still or sprinting? I know, some minor effects trigger so rarely that it feels like Christmas when you actually see them. But they exist and they do roll every now and then. It took me over a year to find an unwielding piece with a Sentinel's effect. I have triggered Cavalier about twice with the Purveyor and looted Sentinels about 3 to 4 times. Yep, it is super rare and that's why these items can sell for thousands of caps. They are really good legendary effects, one of the best in endgame, but they are also very difficult to find. Well, this point was merely to let you know about the existence of these effects, just in case you weren't aware of them. Something I bet you don't know right now is how much lead you can farm from paint cans alone. This is a great alternative to the Lucky Star mine lead farming, which can't really be done anymore, at least not as effectively, because the excavator glitch is now fixed. There are many locations where you can find several paint cans, like at the roof of West Tech. You can get over 50 lead just from here. There are lots of paint cans as you can see in this painting arts section. Let me remind you that each paint can scraps for 5 lead each. Pretty good, huh? Another great example of this is at the Watauga High School. If you visit the arts room, you will find another 5 full cans, which scraps for 25 lead. It's not an abysmal number, I know, but hey, it could easily allow you to craft the rounds you really need right now. I've been asked so many times about ASYLUM uniforms that I had to add a point to this video. There are 11 uniforms in total, 10 ASYLUM uniforms and 1 nurse uniform. We have 7 rare colored uniforms: brown, blue, green, pink, forest, red and yellow, ordered by rarity. Then we also have the common weathered, the white weathered and the white. The colored uniforms have a very low chance to spawn at Fort Defiance on the 2nd floor. There are 3 spawns there. As for the nurse uniform, there are several spots. I found mine at Arctos Farmer, for example. I hope this clarifies some of your doubts and enlightens you a little bit more. Cheers! For the final point, we have daily quests, a thing that no one really wants to do. Honestly, they are quite boring, but they can now reward you with 3 SCRIP. Every time you complete a daily quest, you get a slight chance to get 3 SCRIP with your other rewards. Well, I just hope you can look past the multiple bugs. I can't even see what rewards I get anymore from my dailies. They just all appear when I complete a daily quest, then they are all gone and I get no completion animation. I've tracked my SCRIP manually to show you that you really can get SCRIP from daily quests. It's something that not a lot of people know about, but it can be useful to use every now and then. These are the 25 things that will hopefully improve your gameplay. Some of them you maybe knew about already, but the rest probably came as a surprise. Which tip or trick was your favorite this time, and which one impressed you the most? Let me know in the comment section below. I am Marta Branco, thank you so much for watching this video. If it's your first time in the channel, then consider subscribing for more content like this. I have a Patreon page for anyone who would like to support me even further. The link is in the description below the video. That was a long one, so I will wrap things up right here. Thank you again for all your support, guys, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Until then, take care, adios, bye bye!